Today we are going to make one of my favorite beverages that I discovered in Jeddah a few years ago, Saudi champagne. First, take an apple, cut in half, remove the core, and cut into slices. Squeeze a bit of fresh lemon juice on the apple slices so they don't turn brown. Place the apple slices in your serving jar. Now, cut a few orange slices and also add them to the jar. Take some fresh mint, add a little bit of sugar, and crush them together using mortar. This helps release all the mint flavors. Add the crushed mint to the jar. Time to serve. Pour sparkling water in the jar. Then add apple juice. Mix. Of course, we need ice cubes for this amazing drink. Pour and serve immediately. So refreshing. Bon appétit! Today, let's prepare a drink to impress your friends and family. Orange iced tea. First, place black tea bags in a bowl. Add cover with boiling water. Let the tea infuse for 5 minutes. Then, place the tea in the fridge or freezer until it cools down completely. Okay, now we are ready to serve. Add some sugar to your taste to the tea. Stir until dissolved. In your serving jar, add some fresh orange slices, ice cubes, fresh mint that you crush a bit, cold black tea, then fresh orange juice. I prefer to use the same amount of black tea and orange juice, but you can adjust the amounts to your taste. And finally, I add my secret ingredient, orange blossom water. Mix it all and serve immediately. Cheers! Bon appétit! Today we are making a delicious traditional Moroccan recipe that my grandmother used to make but is not as popular nowadays. Couscous Stuffed Chicken. Step 1. Preparing the ingredients. Cover the raisins with boiling water and let them soak for 1 hour. Chop the almonds into medium-sized pieces. These are blanched almonds that I fried for a few minutes in vegetable oil. Let's prepare the stuffing. I am using cooked couscous. Add the chopped fried almonds and the raisins after you drain them from the water. Mix all the ingredients. Add the sugar and ground cinnamon. Continue mixing. Now, add orange blossom water, which brings an incredible flavor to the couscous. Okay, stuffing is ready. Step 2. Preparing the chicken. First, we wash the chicken Moroccan style by rubbing it with salt and lemon. This helps reduce the chicken aftertaste. Now, wash with water. For the chicken marinade, we will need ground ginger, ground turmeric, pepper, salt, and saffron threads. Add the vegetable oil and mix. Rub this marinade all over the chicken. Cover and let the chicken marinate for at least 30 minutes. We are taking some of the couscous to use for stuffing. The rest of the couscous will be served along the chicken. Get some kitchen thread and let's start the stuffing part. Fill the chicken with the couscous mixture and push it with the spoon so you get as much couscous as possible in the chicken cavity. Use wooden toothpicks to close the chicken cavity. Then, use the thread to truss the chicken. Position the chicken breast side up with the legs facing you. Place the thread below the wings, bring both sides of the thread over the center of the wings and over the chicken legs, and wrap them around the tips of the legs. Tie a knot, and you're done. Cut the threads, and use extra toothpicks to close the chicken. Step 3. Cooking the chicken. On medium heat, in a large pot, drizzle the vegetable oil. Add the butter. Then add the chopped onion. For the spices, we will need ground ginger, ground turmeric, pepper, pinch of saffron, a cinnamon stick, and salt. Mix. Now add the chicken and let cook for a few minutes on all sides so that the chicken absorbs all the onion and spice flavors. Half cover the chicken with water. Add a bunch of fresh cilantro, cover the pot, bring the water to a boil, then reduce the heat to medium-low and cook for around 15 minutes. Now turn the chicken to the other side so that it cooks evenly. Once done, remove the chicken from the pot and place it breast side up in a baking pan covered with parchment paper. Rub the chicken with butter. Bake in a preheated oven at 200 Celsius degrees 400 Fahrenheit degrees for around 15 minutes or until the chicken has a beautiful golden brown color. Step 4. Final steps. Back to the sauce. Let's season it and add more flavors. Remove the cilantro and cinnamon stick from the sauce. Add sugar and mix. Continue cooking the sauce on high heat for 5 minutes to thicken. Here is a tip. If you want even more flavors in the raisins we add to the couscous, drain the raisins from their soak in water, place them in a saucepan, cover them with the chicken sauce, and cook for around 10 minutes. Then add them to the couscous that we're going to serve. It's even more delicious. Now let's finish off the couscous. Take some of the chicken sauce and pour it all over the couscous. Mix. Taste the couscous and adjust salt, sugar, ground cinnamon, and orange blossom water to your taste. The chicken is ready. Let's serve immediately. Remove the thread from the chicken. To decorate this dish, I'm going to create small heaps made of couscous. Then, place the chicken in the center. Now pour the delicious sauce on top of the chicken and top with fried blanched almonds. And that's it! Time to dig in! Check out the inside of the chicken. Look at this beautiful couscous filling and perfectly cooked chicken. The flavors of Morocco are all over this dish. Bon appétit! Today we are making a simple, beautiful, yummy cake. Chocolate rolled cake. Step 1. Making the batter. In a large bowl, place the eggs. Mix with a spatula. Now add the almond powder, powdered sugar, and flour. Continue mixing with the spatula until you get a smooth batter. Add honey and mix. Over medium heat, place a large pot, half fill with boiling water, and place the bowl with the batter on top. Keep mixing for around 5 minutes until the batter becomes warm. You can test the temperature with your little finger. The batter should feel warm. Remove the bowl from the bain-marie and use an egg beater to beat the batter. Keep beating until the bowl becomes cold. Just touch the bowl with your hand to verify the temperature. This method will help us get the softest, yummiest cake ever. Now we need 3 egg whites. Add a pinch of salt and beat the egg whites until they become fluffy. Add the granulated sugar and keep beating until you get firm white peaks. Add 1/3 of the egg whites to the batter and gently fold with the spatula. Once integrated, add another 1/3 of the egg whites and keep mixing. Then finally add the rest of the egg whites and fold until you get a smooth, fluffy batter. Take 1 tablespoon of the batter and add it to the melted butter in a separate bowl. Mix well. Now add it back to the main batter and fold in. Our batter is ready. Pour in a baking pan covered with parchment paper. Use a flat spatula to evenly distribute the batter in the pan. Finally, use a piece of paper towel to clean the edges. Now to the oven. Bake in a preheated oven to 180 Celsius degrees, 360 Fahrenheit degrees for 15 minutes. Remove the cake from the pan. If you gently touch the center, it should feel firm. Dust powdered sugar on top, so once you flip the cake, it does not stick. Flip the cake and remove the parchment paper from the bottom. Dust with powdered sugar and flip again to the first side. Step 2. Making the chocolate cream. Melt the dark chocolate in a bain-marie, set aside and let it cool down a bit. In a large bowl, beat the heavy cream with a whisk or using an egg beater until you get soft peaks. Add the melted chocolate to the whipped cream and mix in until you get a smooth chocolate cream. Place the chocolate cream in the fridge for 30 minutes at least before using. Step 3. Roll in the cake. First, slice the edges of the cake. Now measure 5 cm sections in the width of the cake and cut the long strips. You will have 5 strips total. Spread apricot jam all over the cake. Next, spread a bit of the chocolate cream over the cake. Take the first strip and gently roll it as if you were rolling a carpet. Now take the first roll, place it at the beginning of the second strip, and roll them together. Place this bigger roll flat on your serving plate. Take the next strips and place them around the main roll. Pour the remaining chocolate cream over the cake and spread it evenly. Use the back of a spoon to create nice cream peaks. Decorate with cocoa nibs or shaved chocolate. Place the cake in the fridge for at least 2 hours before serving. Check out this piece. People will be wondering how you rolled the cake vertically. Soft cake, chocolate cream, apricot flavor. This is just perfect. Bon appétit!